Storm Chandra brought widespread flooding and disruption across Ireland on 27th and 28th January 2026, after days of persistent rainfall combined with strong Atlantic winds. The storm system moved slowly across the country, leaving rivers swollen, drainage networks overwhelmed, and large areas of urban and rural land underwater. Weather warnings were issued nationwide as conditions deteriorated, with authorities urging the public to avoid unnecessary travel and to remain alert to rapidly changing local conditions. Some of the worst impacts were recorded in the east and southeast of the country. In Dublin, intense rainfall flooded roads, housing estates, and commercial areas, particularly in low-lying suburbs and near smaller rivers and streams. Several streets became impassable as water rose quickly, forcing motorists to abandon vehicles and residents to protect homes with temporary barriers. Public transport services were disrupted, with buses diverted and delays reported across the commuter network during peak hours. In County Wexford, flooding along the River Slaney caused severe disruption in Enniscorthy and surrounding areas. Water spilled into residential streets and business premises, damaging stock, equipment, and household belongings. Emergency services assisted residents who were cut off by floodwater, while local authorities closed bridges and roads as a precaution. Many families were forced to leave their homes temporarily, adding to pressure on local accommodation and community facilities. County Wicklow also experienced significant flooding, particularly in valleys and coastal towns where surface water accumulated rapidly. Rural roads were submerged, isolating farms and small communities and causing delays to food deliveries and agricultural work. In Waterford and parts of Kilkenny, floodwater affected homes and disrupted access to schools, shops, and healthcare services, highlighting the vulnerability of smaller towns to prolonged heavy rainfall.
Literally all going through here. Look at the size of this. It's completely flooded the patio. So we have to go up here, up to the driveway with a shovel and undo everything.
Transport infrastructure across Ireland was badly affected. Numerous national and regional roads were closed due to flooding, while rail services on several lines were suspended or reduced because of waterlogged tracks. Irish Rail arranged alternative transport where possible, but commuters faced long delays and cancellations. At airports and ports, strong winds and poor conditions led to schedule changes, further complicating travel for passengers. Power and communications were also impacted as saturated ground and strong gusts damaged infrastructure. Thousands of homes, farms, and businesses experienced electricity outages, with repair crews working in difficult conditions to restore supply. Mobile phone coverage was intermittent in some areas, adding to residents' difficulties in accessing information and emergency assistance. Daily life for many people was heavily disrupted. Schools closed in affected areas, leaving parents scrambling to arrange childcare. Businesses were forced to shut temporarily, either because of flooding or because staff could not reach workplaces. Community centers and local halls were used to support those displaced or affected, while volunteers assisted with cleanup efforts once water levels began to recede. Government departments and emergency coordination groups met to oversee the response, with local authorities leading on flood mitigation and cleanup operations. While conditions gradually improved, officials warned that saturated ground and high river levels meant the risk of further flooding remained in the days following the storm. Storm Chandra has once again exposed the scale of disruption that extreme weather can cause, even without record rainfall or winds. For many communities, the damage to homes, livelihoods, and essential services will take weeks or months to repair, underlining ongoing concerns about infrastructure resilience and preparedness in the face of increasingly frequent severe weather events.
Under the water. Look at that guy! Oh, great.
As floodwaters lingered, the cleanup operation proved slow and demanding. Mud, debris, and contaminated water were left inside homes and shops, rendering many buildings unusable until professional drying and sanitation could take place. Local councils deployed pumping equipment and road crews to clear drains and remove debris. But progress was uneven as resources were stretched across multiple counties at the same time. Residents reported shortages of dehumidifiers and cleaning equipment as demand surged nationwide. As Ireland recovered from Storm Chandra, renewed debate emerged around flood defenses, urban drainage capacity, and climate adaptation. Many residents expressed frustration that familiar flood-prone areas were once again affected, disrupting daily routines and livelihoods. While no loss of life was reported, the storm left a clear mark on communities across the country, serving as a reminder of how quickly severe weather can upend ordinary life. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.